Virgo and Aquarius. And I always advise you when you're checking how you're compatible with someone, actually when you're checking, when you want to find out how someone will affect you in your life, what's their purpose in your life, always compare your ascendant with their sun, moon or ascendant sign. And if you want to see how you will impact the person, what is your mission in their life, then compare their ascendant sign with your sun, moon, and to a lesser degree your own ascendant sign. You can also compare sun signs and moon signs, but always through the ascendant you see more correctly. So what happens, say, if you have your ascendant in Virgo, to a lesser degree sun or moon, and there is an Aquarius person in your life? Well, this Aquarius person triggers your sixth house, which is a difficult house in astrology. They can become a bit more easily of enemies. They can argue more often because the sixth house in astrology is the house of enmity, of arguments, of criticism. So Aquarius and Virgo can be a bit more, tense between each other in a relationship. They can be more arguments than normal. Also, Virgo in particular will feel a little bit more criticized by the Aquarius because the Aquarius triggers the sixth house of the Virgo, which is a very critical house, which tends to see the weaknesses and to demand more from the other person. So often Aquarius can be a hard taskmaster for a Virgo person, can give a Virgo person a little bit of their own dose, because Virgo tends to be more critical, where the sun, ascendant, and moon person, they notice tiny details and they're more hard on others and themselves. So Aquarius person, because they trigger the sixth house of a Virgo person, ascendant or moon, sixth house is again like Virgo, so an Aquarius person will have such more critical influence on a Virgo person, so tasting their own medicine, as we said. So if you have, for instance, a Virgo person, Virgo ascendant in particular, that is slouching a bit more, that is not giving their best, that is not pushing themselves hard enough, then an Aquarius person comes in their life and they start criticizing them, demanding more from them, pushing them to perfection, to self-perfection. And sometimes this can be in an irritable way, by criticizing a lot, by being, diminishing somehow, but actually the goal of the Aquarius purpose in the life of the Virgo person, go to the universe. If you're a Virgo ascendant or sun or moon to a lesser degree, God keeps bringing you Aquarius people in your life because He wants you to become more of a perfectionist. It might sound a bit like a paradox, because Virgo tends to be perfectionist and detailed, but obviously if you keep getting a lot of Aquarius people, Aquarius moon, Aquarius sun, Aquarius ascendant, a few planets in Aquarius, it means that you need more of this perfectionist energy in your life. An Aquarius person can act as a purificator in your life, as someone almost like a detox pill for you, someone who can help you improve your lifestyle regime, the way that you live your life, someone who can be like a reality check for you, who can tell you what is, who can criticize you just through criticism, but direct you to something which will make you more efficient, more productive, more hardworking, more of service to others. Sometimes Virgo can inspire much better working morale into a Virgo person because of the sixth house that they trigger, because it's the house of service and working. Sometimes they can do it with personal, with their own personal positive example. Sometimes they can do it by pushing the Virgo person too hard, or by actually being just the opposite, totally sloppy, slouchy, irresponsible, which pushes the Virgo to try to compensate by being just the opposite, more hard working, more self-perfectionist, more self-critical. And sometimes it might be just because they never want to be like that, when they see some Aquarius. But, sometimes a person will trigger you, Aquarius person will trigger a Virgo person to positive and negative examples. But Aquarius people, if they keep appearing a lot in your life, Virgo, they're there to teach you more practicality, more down-to-earth approach, more approach of service, and actually, because sixth house is house of debts, of paying your debts, of managing reality, managing the material and practical reality, fulfilling your obligations and duties. So Aquarius are there because you might even have some obligation towards them, some work or service to give to give to them sometimes, you know. Or often Aquarius people, 6th house rules those people that you hire to work for you, people that are below you. You might have more than unusual number if you're a boss or someone in such position. You might have more than unusual number of people who are Aquarius that work for you. Well, that's not have a bit lower position than you. But actually, you know, 6th house is the house of work ethics. So Aquarius are there through their positive and negative example to teach you about that, to teach you how to deal better with material issues. You know, fixing, for instance, debt. 6th house rules debt. Or 6th house also rules managing practical reality, fixing, improving, maintaining things. 6th house rules diets, works out, anything which improves your body and physique in some way. So Aquarius can inspire you in a positive way like that. You might have an Aquarius friend who runs a lot, or who is obese, and because you don't want to get like that, or because you want to get like that, you start working out, or they push you to a more healthier regime. Aquarius person can be a doctor, because doctors rule the 6th house, you know. And they can inspire you to more to better lifestyle and regime. And also an Aquarius person can be a great someone who you hire to sort out your financial mess, like an accountant, someone who you hire to sort out and fix problems at your home, you know. You can have such a relationship more often with Aquarius. Or even if it's your husband who is Aquarius and your Virgo ascendant, and your husband or wife, they might be more, you know, like they might be pushing you more to develop those skills, you know, to fix things at home, to be more ordered, more organized, more clean, more pure, to live more healthily, you know. There might be a bit of a nagging as well, but that's the influence of 6th house. It's not very easy house, and again, often Aquarius people can be also your enemies somehow, because 6th house rules enemies, and there might be more than often arguments between both people. What happens if you're an Aquarius, like I'm an Aquarius ascendant, for instance, into a less degree Aquarius sun or moon, and you have into your life more often Virgo people, you attract some Virgo person, someone with moon in Virgo, someone with sun in Virgo, someone with ascendant in Virgo. Well, 8th house is again a difficult house. And the 8th house is the house of hidden, secretive, taboo things that others consider, you know, society consider almost illegal or dangerous or dark. So often a Virgo person can be into the life of an Aquarius person, this trigger that shows the Aquarius person that life is not all roses, that there is a darker side to life, that there is a darker side to people as well. They can also awaken into the Aquarius person not only the realization of this, but also the confrontation with this dark, more taboo side, more exciting sometimes. A Virgo person can actually trigger very exciting, powerful desires into the Aquarius person, Aquarius ascendant in particular, because 8th house rules all those things which are forbidden, and sometimes a lot of the sexual, deeper fantasies tend to be on this side, you know, especially a bit more extreme ones, like, you know, S&M or submission, domination, or something a bit more secretive, of affairs as well, ruled by 8th house. So often Aquarius can be attracted to a Virgo person for a bit more of those extreme activities, for those more taboo, forbidden activities. A Virgo person can show in front of an Aquarius person a brand new world on the lower level, which we said the seedy, more dangerous world, or more exciting, more sexual, extreme world. On the higher level, if it's more evolved Virgo, 8th house rules occultism, esoteric sciences, astrology. So a Virgo person can induce an Aquarius person into exploring life after death, exploring taboo questions like astrology, like taboo questions for science as well, you know, all those things which are, you know, occultism, the hidden side of nature. 8th house rules psychology. So a Virgo person can be a great psychologist for an Aquarius person, or even if they're just a friend or a partner of the Aquarius person, they can help the Aquarius person go deep inside and delve under the surface of their soul, and even start asking big such questions about their nature, become more self-analytical, more self-introspective. And an Aquarius person can really divulge a lot of secrets of the Virgo person, can be much more open to share things that they didn't share. This hidden side, the Virgo person triggers this hidden side of the Aquarius, and the Aquarius might be much more willing to share those secrets that they didn't share before with anyone, or even they might have locked something from their mind that happened in the past, and a Virgo person comes into their life and unlocks this past traumas or this past taboos that they have hidden and that they have locked within themselves. So Virgo can be a great confidant for an Aquarius, can be a great psychologist for an Aquarius. In the worst case scenario, they can be the person who triggers those dark issues and taboo issues for the Aquarius, like abuse, like in some way, it could be any kind of abuse. It could be dark issues of manipulation, control, jealousy. Often these games can play much more often between Aquarius and Virgo than between than other signs, because of this 8th house position that Virgo triggers for Aquarius. So Virgo can trigger the Aquarius to become more jealous, or in some way, or in some way to have more uncontrollable passions, things that control the person, the darker side, the inner demon becomes stronger. Virgo person can make the inner demon of an Aquarius person stronger, confront the inner demons, but because they're catalysts for the Aquarius person to confront the inner demons, they can also be the you have to be grateful to Virgo person if they play such a dark role in you, because then you overcome your weaknesses and your fears. Also, an Aquarius can feel much more vulnerable around and uncomfortable around a Virgo person, because the Virgo person triggers this darker side. They might feel totally overpowered by a Virgo person, or somehow totally obsessed, or when they're with the Virgo person, their obsessive qualities might come to the surface, like getting drunk or doing drugs sometimes. It's not always so extreme. In the better cases, a Virgo, in a positive Virgo, will affect Aquarius by making them delve in, reveal their secrets, their inner demons, deal with them, and empower each other. So these two combinations are extremely empowering. One makes the other one become more tough in the face of problems and difficulties, which is 6th house. So Aquarius helps Virgo overcome difficulties with more toughness, be more organized, purify their life, act as a purifying agent into the life of the Virgo. And the Virgo acts into the life of the Aquarius, again cathartically, but much more on a psychological, emotional level, and much darker side, helping the Aquarius overcome a darker side by triggering it and making it bigger, so letting the Aquarius deal with it, or by helping them resolve it as well. So thank you so much. Please share with me if you agree on this. Thank you.